The Future in America: A Search After Realities by H. G. Wells, published by Harper and Brothers in 1906. This is an excerpt from Chapter 3, Section 3, pages 43 through 46. I visited Ellis Island yesterday. It chanced to be a good day for my purpose. For the first time in its history, this filter of immigrant humanity has this week proved inadequate to the demand upon it. It was choked, and half a score of gravid liners were lying uncomfortably up the harbor. So score is a group of 20 things. So in this case, half a score means 10. And gravid means pregnant. So 10 pregnant women were lying uncomfortably up the harbor, replete with 20,000 or so of crude Americans from Ireland and Poland and Italy and Syria and Finland and Albania. Men, women, children, dirt and bags together. Replete means fully or abundantly filled or brimming, so there were a lot of people here. Here is a huge, gray, and tidy waiting room, like a big railway depot room, full of a sinister crowd of miserable people, loafing about or sitting dejectedly, whom America refuses. And here, a second and third such chamber, each with its tragic and evil-looking crowd that hates us, and that even ventures to groan and hiss at us. A little 4-hour glimpse of its large, dirty spectacle of hopeless failure. And here, squalid enough indeed, but still to some degree hopeful, are the appeal cases as yet undecided. Squalid means neglected and dirty, filthy, or unpleasant. The central hall is the key of this impression. All day long, through an intricate series of metal pens, intricate meaning complex, complicated, or elaborate, the long procession files. A procession is a group of people moving forward in a line. So all day long, through this really complicated set of metal pens, the long line goes, step by step, bearing bundles and trunks and boxes, past this examiner and that, past the quick, alert medical officers, the tallymen and the clerks. Tallymen are officials who check, count, or keep a record. At every point, immigrants are being picked out and set aside for further medical examination, for further questions, for the busy little courts. But the main procession satisfies conditions, passes on. It is a daily procession that, with a yard of space to each, would stretch over 3 miles, that in any week in the year would more than equal in numbers that daily procession of the unemployed that is becoming a regular feature of London in winter, that in a year could put a cordon round London or New York of close marching people, could populate a new Boston. A cordon is a line of people surrounding an area, or a barricade. What in a century will it all amount to? On they go, from this pen to that, pen by pen, towards a desk at a little metal wicket, the gate of America. A wicket is a small door or gate that controls the flow of people. Through this metal wicket drips the immigration stream. All day long, every 2 or 3 seconds, an immigrant, with a valise or a bundle, passes the little desk and goes on past the well-managed money-changing place, past the carefully organized separating ways that go to this railway or that, past the guiding, protecting officials, into a new world. The great majority are young men and young women, between 17 and 30, good, youthful, hopeful peasant stock. They stand in a long strip, waiting to go through that wicket, with bundles, with little tin boxes, with cheap portmanteaus with odd packages. Portmanteau is a large suitcase. In pairs, in families, alone, women with children, men with strings of dependents, young couples. All day that string of human beads waits there, jerks forward, waits again. All day and every day, constantly replenished, constantly dropping the end beads through the wicket, till the unit mount to hundreds and hundreds to thousands. Yet Ellis Island is quietly immense. Immense means big, huge, vast, or enormous. It gives one a visible image of one aspect, at least, of this world-large process of filling and growing and synthesis, which is America. Synthesis is a mixture or combination, a new unified whole that results from a combination of different things. So when you take different things and put them together, that is a synthesis.